Welcome back, guys, here at the Night's Inn here, or Johnson's Hotel, whatever you want to call it, here in Richfield, Utah. Well, this is going to be the last video of this place because I've been told it's coming down tomorrow, March 6th. So I don't know which one's true, because then I've also been told it's coming down on April 1st. So maybe it can be getting down March 6th or maybe April 1st. We'll find out and see, but this is going to be the last opportunity of you seeing any video, any pictures of the old Night's Inn, Johnson's Hotel, or whatever else it's been called, before it's completely wiped off the face of the earth and history is gone, wadded up, and thrown right into the landfill, into the trash. So what's going here, you ask? Well, Utah Independent Bank has purchased the property, bought the property, and they're having it torn down. They've hired some contractors to tear it down, and a brand new bank is going right here called Utah Independent Bank. They established over in Beaver. They've got one in Monroe. They've got one in Salina. So they figured they need one here in Richfield, because there is a lot of people that do bank for them, and they travel clear to Salina or to Monroe from right here in Richfield. So let's take a little jaunder around the building, all the way around the property here, and go from around the block and look at the whole thing before it's completely done. I was kind of hoping to go in and do some videos into those motel rooms there, but that's not going to happen. Sad to see all that history go away. Because look at this craftsmanship right here. And the woodwork and stuff. You just don't get that every day unless you're paying some big money to get that craftsmanship like that. So 89 South Main is going to have a new building sitting on it, a new view, a new outlook in life. Because it's going to be a whole different new building here. And a whole new history. You can't tell me that history and the craftsmanship and all the hard work they put into building this building back in the day is in immaculate shape and cool to see. And if you could preserve it all, that would be nice. But you got to pretty much start right before the get-go of it starting to fall apart and deteriorate. Because that craftsmanship is all the way around the whole building. Even the craftsmanship right there above the doors. You walk in, windows. You want that kind of work nowadays? You're going to be paying big dollars for it. Because it just, people's time is worth a lot more money than somebody just wanting to put their name on a building and say that they've done that. This wall right here is where the old pool used to be. Used to once been used when it did up and work. But neglect and not keeping up the maintenance deteriorates things and stuff, and that's why It's getting torn down. Here's a back view of it. All those rooms and stuff, and the old lodge sign right there, what it used to be, additional parking in the east side of the building. We'll jaunder right on over here to the east side of the building. And here's their additional parking here on the east side of the building. But that's that on here, and it's sad to see history just be wadded up like that, like it means nothing. But the thing is, when you neglect it and stuff, that's usually what happens sometimes. Sad, unless you spend a lot of money. But anyways, thanks for tuning in on the Wannabe News Station, live right here in Richfield, Utah. 89 South Main Street, to be exact. Right where Johnston's Hotel, Knights Inn, used to be, or still is, but soon to be not. So if you wanted some pictures or whatever, you better get on down here and get some pictures before it's gone. So it could be started March 6th tomorrow or April 1st. So 2 dates that I've been told, so I'm not for sure exactly which one's correct. So anyways, thanks for tuning in and watching the Wannabe News Station. And like they say, the women don't find you handsome. By golly, they ought to find you handy. Even though we are doing a video about Johnston's Hotel going to be torn down. Now you know the rest of the story. Good day.